everyone, and welcome to the stage, Tom Lewtas!
We all doing okay? Yeah. Lovely stuff. Before we do go any further, I think it's fair that I let some of you guys know that I am actually old enough to be in here. Yeah. I'm aware that I look like a Tesco value Tom Holland. Yeah. But no, I'm actually a full-grown man. I think the reason that I often get mistook for a lot younger than I am is because I just can't grow facial hair for the life of me. Like, clean shaven most days as I am, or like the kind of kid who, you know, just hangs around a skate park in his Vans, you know? Whereas if I grow it out a little bit, I look more like the kind of guy who just hangs around a skate park in his van. It's not quite the same. But no, I rarely get referred to as man. Like, I often get guy, I often get lad, I often get kid. But what I get most is ID'd. Yeah. I got ID going into my own gig the other week. That was fun. But no, some of you might not actually recognise me, even though I've been here a few times before, because I regularly like to wear, like, big classic football shirts, because I love a big classic football shirt. Does anyone else? How many of you are straight white men in their mid-20s? Of course we do. It's our people's culture. But no, my favourite ones to wear are like African national shirts because like the artistry in them is quite like traditional to the local cultures and it's beautiful. But I had a mate, well, I had a mate, no. I've still got him. It wasn't that bad. But he was like, you can't wear that. It's cultural appropriation. But like, bear in mind, he's there in an Argentina shirt at the same time. Like, there's technically no difference. But he looked me up and down and went, your whole look is appropriating African culture. Everything about you head to toe is cultural appropriation. And it got me overthinking it a bit. I was like sweating, I was worrying, like the face paint was starting to come off and everything. Honestly, I look like a baby eating a chocolate cake. Strap in, it gets worse. Oh, what was my next bit? Well, no, one of my previous jobs before I did this, I was actually a professional falconer. I'm assuming everyone's familiar with that, flying birds of prey and stuff. First off, starting this was doing breeding, because I don't know if anyone knows, out in the Middle East, particularly the UAE, falconry is a big part of cultural heritage, and they are bred for millions of pounds in various countries and sent over there. Like, these birds over there have more rights than the birds over there, honestly. But no, and after that I did display work for a while, so a lot of people often ask me like how I'm like quite comfortable on stage, but it's because I was doing bird of prey shows to hundreds, if not thousands of people. And it's always like the common thing, isn't it? Like, just imagine the audience in their underwear and you'll be absolutely fine. It's a perverted way to look at it, isn't it? Is that the thing with all them kids presenters? Were they just nervous or something? Or... Just get you thinking. It gets you thinking. But no, and when I was doing these bird of prey shows outside of it, one part of the job I actually really enjoyed, found really rewarding, was raising and training my own bird. So this starts with a process called manning, where you sit the bird on your fist for hours and hours a day, whether that's in work, at home, in the pub, everywhere, just to get it used to you and get it familiar. But so I'd take it home, I'd take it to the pub and everything, and I'd get home at the end of every day, I'd look at myself in the mirror and go, Tom, you brought a bird home from work today. You absolute stud. But no, and I'd have to sit there at home, like watching TV with this bird still on my fist. And I don't know if anyone knows this about birds, but they shit a lot. It's not like any other animal. There's no behavioural forewarning. It's not a nice, easy to manage dropping. Best way to describe it is probably like, I don't know, Michael J. Fox with a super soaker. It's just everywhere, just non-stop. But no, I did get quite dexterous, quite versatile. Like, just by way of applause, has anyone in here ever wiped their arse with a Harris Hawk on their fist? Bloody hell! Captain, my captain. That seemed more like a salute then, didn't it? That was intentional. Well, no, I'm actually quite proud of the fact that I can do that. It's at the top of my CV. Underneath that's good time management, but apparently brushing your teeth in the shower isn't time management. Apparently it's just autism, but that's what they told me. And I'll leave you with this, because last few months there's been a lot of like pride marches, pride events, and pride month's been and gone. We're all supporters of that? Yeah? No? Good. That was quite a quiet response. I'm a little bit worried. Anyway, when I was walking through town where like Liverpool Pride was on, and it was a lovely, you know, the smell of poppers and cum in the air. be fair, I hadn't showered, so it's kind of on me. But I started looking around and seeing people wearing a load of like Pride merchandise, like T-shirts, having flags, face paint and everything. And I noticed in a shop that you could get a wearable Pride flag. And what this was a big white overthrow with the colours of the Pride flag printed on the back. And this big white overthrow had a hood. It had a big pointy hood. I don't know about anyone in this room. Judged by the response earlier, it might be the contrary, but I don't want to be walking around looking like a member of the gay KK. Thank you very much, everybody. If you do want to follow me on Instagram, it's Tesco Value Tom Holland.
Tom Lewtas, everyone!